What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Neo by popular demand. We will also be discussing a couple very important cryptocurrency, Litecoin in specific, crypto predictions for 2019. We will also be discussing CoinGate integrating Lightning Network on the Litecoin to boost crypto payments. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content and want to see more. Otherwise, let's just jump into today's episode. So I'm on the current coin market cap right now, and as you guys can see, we have a market cap of 121.6 bill, 24-hour volume of 15.7, and a Bitcoin dominance of 52.6%. Bitcoin dominance is 52.6%, slightly higher than yesterday, which means also slightly down. 24-hour volume is dipping off, and the same thing with the market cap. So we're seeing and experiencing a somewhat lower, more stable market compared to the previous days of cryptocurrency. And as you guys can see, as I scroll down, we have, the top 10 coins are all in red, not down by much. But if you guys are interested in making money in a down market, there is a link in the description called ABRA, and ABRA is a web-based or mobile-based application app where you can invest on exchanges of, I believe, like 26 of the best cryptocurrencies or most well-known public cryptocurrencies out there, and you can actually make money in their promotion that they're doing. Basically, for the first, they have maybe, I think, a month left of this or a couple of weeks left. Basically, if you guys sign up to the app and you deposit $5 from your bank, you will be rewarded with $25 worth of Bitcoin. So it's pretty cool. They're not doing it for much longer, and I do appreciate all those who have signed up previously. So definitely don't miss out on that. It's going to be live for a couple more weeks, and then it's gone, and I don't think they're going to be doing this again. It's a crazy good promotion. I definitely recommend checking it out. The link is in the top of the description. And once again, thank you guys for all of you who have actually signed up with the platform, and hopefully you guys have received your $25 by now. Furthermore, as you guys can see, they're all down, really down by 1 to almost 3%. They're all in red, unfortunately. There are a couple of outliers that are up, maybe 3-4% average, but for the most part, we have Steam actually up by 9.3. We may have to review Steam in a couple, or maybe in the next video, but for the most part, coins are all down. The market is predominantly seeing a lower, more negative market. But moving though on to today's episode, I do want to touch upon a couple of things. Basically, I have 5 crypto predictions for 2019, and I did want to discuss those with you. Basically, 2018 has been a horrible year, for cryptocurrencies. The bear market has seen over 80% declines for Bitcoin and over 90% for most altcoins. With this in mind, today we asked that we can expect, what can we expect for 2019? More of the same, or are we going to see a market recovery? So I do have, the 5 predictions that I want to discuss with you. Basically, it says, the Bitcoin bear market is over. We have no new highs, but we also have no new lows. So I believe either the bottom of the bear market has already happened, or we are very, very, very close to it. Bitcoin has dropped approximately 84%, depending on which exchange you check, from its high set in December of 2017. If you compare the bear market of 2013 and 2014, we are extremely close to the same pace of the decline, in the time period given. So the price has also bounced off of the 200 weekly moving average. So if you compare the previous bear markets, this decline in the number of days we have been in correction, you can see we are around the average, expected number of days to correct or in correction. So this can be seen kind of more easily, if you look at this chart right here. It's a pretty good one. So number of days in correction. And then it says, as the market matures, it is reasonable to expect that the price will move slower as the market cap grows. As you can see, the recent low of Bitcoin puts us exactly on the expected trend for the number of days in correction. Market sentiment has also turned ultra bearish back in July when we were holding the 6,000 support line. Most traders and holders were calling for new all-time highs by the end of the year, or at least an end to the bull market to push us above $10,000. Fast forward to today, and that picture has been completely flipped. The bears that were late to the party are now calling for a sub 1,000 price. This is market psychology in action, and it tells us we are much closer to an end now, that there are more bears, talking about a much lower, Bitcoin price. It's almost ensured or reversed that we should see the opposite happen. That being said, I'm not expecting a resumption of the bull market in Bitcoin, but a more slow grind sideways for much of 2019. We can use that same bear data to compare it to the previous high. We also see some altcoins reach and exceed their previous all-time highs, in Bitcoin. So in the early days of crypto, Bitcoin market dominance was above 90%, with no other coins really adding any new use cases. But currently, and the past 2017, 2018, there has been a lot of ICO tokens, a lot of scams too. But some of them have broken out and actually made themselves, a prominent cryptocurrency. And we've seen a bunch of those. We're going to be reviewing Neo, Stellar, XRP, a bunch of these new coins that are actually doing quite well. And they have, seen a major, run up in the past 2 years, 2017 and 2018. We're also seeing regulators target some of big name ICOs refunding investors. So that was the number 3 on my list. So basically, we're seeing a lot of these regulators, these big people in the government going after these ICOs that are pretty big in the industry, and they're forcing them to shut down, either it was a scam or it's not, following regulatory rules, and the government is telling them, that's it, and they're basically getting refunding all their investors who have, bought into that sort of ICO. Then Ethereum going proof of stake, so that is another big thing. And then lastly, 51% attacks increase on shared hashing algorithm coins. So when Ethereum transactions to proof of stake, a lot of hashing power will be freed up from rental services such as NiceHash. This will make the cost of attacking coins with shared algorithms much easier and potentially cheaper. So moving now on to the last article, basically CoinGate integrating Lightning Network on Litecoin to boost the crypto payments. This article basically, it's on CCN. It says cryptocurrency payments platform CoinGate has begun, its Lightning Network trials, basically to speed up the transaction time. And I think it's working right now. Mishora told CCN VPNs are, to be honest, one of the most frequently used services on crypto enthusiasts. However, due to a quite low price, it is usually a no-win to pay for it with Bitcoin or Litecoin. And that's exactly what the Lightning Network should solve. That's what we are trying to do, to showcase paying even for low-priced products should be possible and convenient with cryptocurrency. And they're also trying to push merchant adoption as well. But now moving on to the technical analysis side of things. Once again, it's another slow day for cryptocurrency. We're really seeing another day of stability. And as we've discussed in previous videos, when we see this stability, it usually indicates that the markets are trading sideways and getting ready for a nice pump or a nice dump. Money is to be made on, the trial waiting up to that breakout or the breakdown. At least in this bear market, it's very unstable. So, when we're seeing these moves like this is where money can be made, or even on an uptrend up to that line. Or you can see right here, we have an ascending triangle right here, and as we decide to climb the price, based off of this resistance, we can trade up here and sell off over here. And we had all this room to make money up from 22 to 32, and then wait to see whether it's going to break down or break up. And you can either ride the wave back up and sell up at this top resistance. A bunch of different ways to make money, but for Litecoin on its daily charts being only 47 on the relative strength indicator, really not overbought or really not oversold. It's just sideways momentum. We do have a strong $30 support though. So it's very interesting. I do think we're going to be expecting some sort of break in the near future. You could see even more so Litecoin on the 4-hour charts. A lot of sideways momentum, a lot of sideways trading. High-low MMA right here, really trading out sideways now on the $33 resistance up at the top here. You guys can see support is holding very strong at $30. We're also trading at 44 to 45 on the RSI in terms of Litecoin on its 4-hour. So it's a lot of sideways momentum. This doesn't seem that stable in my opinion. So I do think we're going to see a nice move within the next couple of days, really breaking this pattern, because cryptocurrency really doesn't like to have patterns. It's very unstable and they don't like to hold these. So seeing all this sideways trading, not really seeing much of a move between $30 and $33. We haven't dipped either way. We're going to see some sort of pretty big volume spike in the next couple of days. That goes for Litecoin, Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin on its daily trading sideways. Again, you can see how much low volume it's had. No trading whatsoever. No volume right here. Staying very, very, very flat. We are expecting a move in the next couple of days. Another beautiful representation. Yeah, we were oversold back in the 12th of January, so last week. But as you guys can see, trading so much sideways. Oh, it does not look good in my opinion. You could see previously when we had the sideways momentum, we did break bearish, and you can see we're doing that currently, and now we're seeing another day of sideways trading right below this high-low MMA. So we're going to see a volume injection very, very, very soon into crypto. We are going to see this pattern being broken. Obviously, let's wait for a stable sort of either ascending triangle or descending triangle, and we can trade and buy in off that. A lot of you guys have been asking me when I'm going to buy back in. Truly, I have not yet found a better position to buy back into where I feel comfortable. I'm really waiting to see what happens, at the end of this stability right here. Either we're going to see a breakout or a breakdown, and then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to buy back into cryptocurrency. If we break bearish, then I will buy back in, because it will probably send this coin into oversold on both its daily and its 4-hour, and then it is a good price to, get involved in. Same thing goes for Ethereum. They're all seemingly following the same thing. Bitcoin and Ethereum look almost identical. You can see the dip right here, and same thing here. So I don't need to repeat myself, but here's that next dip. Lastly, moving on to Neo. Neo is kind of interesting. I know I had a couple people that asked me to discuss this. The interesting part, unfortunately, with Neo is that it doesn't really have a long graph. And what I mean by that is it goes back on Binance all the way to July of 2017. So yes, there is a decent amount of time. It's got around a little over a year and a half, to almost 2 years on its belt, but there's not much in terms of a downtrend that I'm really seeing. Due to the fact that it was added to Binance such a recent time period, we don't really have much lows yet. We did set a new recent low, and I did, map that out, but you can see the most previous prominent low that this coin has had, when it started was 0.002, and then where it was back on December 8th was 0.00204 versus 0.002596. So it's not much lower. It's hard to, tell you the exact prices because it is Neo to Bitcoin, but you can see it's slightly lower, and we just recently found a newer low. Can I say that we're going to go lower? Yes. Do I know how low we're going to go? No, that is my issue with, judging these coins that have been added to exchanges fairly recently. You can see we did make a nice run up. We found a new bottom. I guess it is the rock bottom for Neo on its daily. And then we did break bullish from that, which is very nice to see. There was definitely a downtrend that was forming, but it's hard to find where its bottom is. So if we do see Neo reject its daily high-low MMA, which it's doing currently, also nearing overbought, it could potentially fall. If it does not hold this support right here, it is going to fall over here, and this is definitely a good buying zone to at least start buying into crypto, in my opinion, what I would do. I can't tell you if it's going to fall lower because I don't know if there's any lows, but I'll definitely keep looking at Neo, and if something new arises, I'll let you guys know. But that's pretty much going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.